Alright, so I'm back with my lipstick experiments. I've already figured out that I can use NYX Shine Loud for normal colours, but I also want Goth alternative colours, so how do I get the black to stick to me? Today I'm going to try 3 different primers, and maybe one will work, maybe they'll all fail, but we'll see how we go. So we've got Australis, all about that base. We've got Nude by Nature's, what do they call it? Perfecting Lip Primer, and then we've got the MAC Prep and Prime. I'm going to use this red pencil, lip pencil as well, just to sort of divide where it's all going on my lip. So hopefully I will remember. I don't know how this is gonna go, but this is how much I wanna try and get the black to actually stick to me and last decently. No, my lip type must be different because I saw again today one chick saying that she had a really, it just really lasted on her, which is not my experience. So I wish the cosmetic industry would actually, you know, put some focus into the fact that we all have different lips and it's not going to stick the same, but apparently that's not a thing and I'm just gonna struggle with this off camera, hang on. Alright, I got it. Alright, so this is the Mecca Max lip pencil in shade Daring, and I guess it'd be interesting to see if this works as well, but that's not the test for today. Okay, I'm gonna try and divide my lips into 3 sections so you can try each of the primers all at once rather than having to do this over several days. So this pencil is actually kind of weak on me.
Off to a great start.
Alright, this isn't gonna look weird and crazy at all. Alright, what am I gonna put where? I think I will go sort of alphabetically. We've got Australis, MAC, and Nude by Nature. We'll do it in that order. I will go from left to right, so that's how I'll do it. So when future me is trying to remember what I did where, this is how it's gonna be. Oh no, another intelligence test, help. Alright. It kind of looks like a lipstick thing. Alright, so that's going on this side. Is that enough? I don't even know. There's no instructions, so hopefully that's okay. And in the middle, MAC Prep and Prime. It's in a box, which is nice. I'm not going to kill my nails on it. Ah! Alright, so this one is this style of thing. Now I realize location could change the effect, so even if one of these works, I'll have to do a whole lip thing, but we'll get to that if we get to that. And Nude by Nature, also in a box. Thank God. I'm not breaking anything, everything's okay, everything's fine. Here we go. It's got more of a pinky colour, sort of a cream colour. It actually looks more like my skin colour almost. Oh dear, and it's very brittle. Okay, so I kind of mangled the top, it just snapped off a bit. There you go. Looks wonky. I don't know if it makes a difference that I had them in my shelf for a while before actually starting to use them, but it's only been a couple months, shouldn't be that bad. So now let's go in with the Mermaid Salon Disco is Dead black, and I'll try to keep the red separating it, but this could be super awkward because liquid lipstick, and one problem with this lipstick, apart from it not sticking to me, is the applicator is so huge, which makes it really hard to control. So this is probably gonna look like garbage, but it's just for a test, right? Did I get all that in the right spot? Oh no, I hope so. I hope that's enough. Oh, the things I'm doing for science. Okay, I try not to... Hang on, where's my fan? Is that long enough? Alright, we'll see how it goes. It looks crazy as hell. But we're doing a test. We'll see if any of the primers make a difference for me. One thing is, because I'm trying to separate it, I don't know if I got the primer like enough into my mouth, because one of the problems I have is like the inner edge disappears first. So I don't know if I needed to put the primer like further into that area. Hard to do when I'm trying to split it into 3. So if any of these survive a decent amount of time, and especially if any of them survive food, then I will do a like full test individually for whichever one seems most promising. But yeah, this is what I look like today. Thankfully, I'm not going anywhere because it looks really bad. But we'll see if any of these work. So let's edit. Well, that's no good. So this is after eating a hot cross bun. That's it, basically. So it looked okay after I was singing. Didn't really notice any difference between them. Wasn't too bad. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera in a weird way. Ah! Don't worry. We're okay. Nothing's broken. Yeah, no. So they seem to do okay with singing, but then eating a hot cross bun, which isn't that bad. Yeah, really bad on that inside line, and then patchy as hell. Now, hot cross bun did get a little bit messy, so I did like pat it with a tissue afterwards so that I wouldn't like be tempted to wipe things around, but so I think some of the patchiness is probably from the tissue, pressing the tissue, which shows that it transfers, but then on the inside edge, that's where it got eaten, and on the top a little bit as well. Now maybe the middle survived a little bit better, but the middle's easier to apply, so we can't really give the middle one that much credit. Also interesting, if you look closely, the red lip pencil didn't survive either. So, you know, some people say get a decent lip pencil, put it everywhere, and then put your lipstick over it and that'll do it. I don't think that's going to work for me. And I think it's a problem with just the makeup industry focuses more on things like foundation and skin type. They're not really thinking about lips and skin type. When I try and look up that kind of stuff, they think about your lip shape and your lip tone, but they don't think about, you know, like your lips still have skin and they might be different across different people, so they're not really giving any advice on how to find a lipstick that works for you. Now, because I have found one that works for me, I know it's not just all preparation or things that I'm doing wrong. I think it's actually to do with my skin type. So, I mean, it's a shame that I bought so many of these things and none of them worked. Now, it's not a terrible thing because you can use them as a lip balm. So, you know, that's what I'll use them for, I guess. Not really so much for lip prep, but lip balm. So that I don't waste them, but I'm not going to use them to try and make my lipstick last longer. I didn't really do any particular lip prep beforehand, but because they're primers, they're supposed to prep for you. I have been keeping up the lip care, but not as intensely as before, where I was doing a lip mask every night. Now it's like every second night doing a lip mask, and then only when the lips start to have that dry flakiness do I do the scrub, because you don't want to overdo the scrub or you're going to take off too much skin from your lips and you'll get different problems. So I don't think it's a preparation problem. I think it's actually the way that my skin is. I don't know if it's a half Asian thing or if it's just bad luck. You know, half Asian, half Caucasian, whether that combination is come at me. I haven't really noticed, like I haven't really checked people's background when they've said that they've had certain experiences in the goth group. But I just wonder sometimes because, yeah, most people that I know aren't mixed race. So, I don't know, it's hard to ask people, are you having the same problem as me? Now, it could also just be that Mermaid Salon isn't the right thing for me. Maybe there's another black lipstick that does work, but they all cost like $30 and I don't want to buy half a dozen black lipsticks for $30 just to find that they all don't work. I also think, like, maybe with the goth stuff, if there is a, you know, background, like, half Asian issue, I think a lot of these lipsticks, they're not made by Asians, the ones that the goth shop has, so that could be a factor if they're not testing on different types of lip. I only have like one more idea to try. Maybe I'll do that really quickly. I can't be bothered to set up the... Oh, maybe I will set up the thing, hang on. Alright, I cleaned everything off and put the mermaid salon back on. It's a little bit of a dodgy application, but this is just for a quick test. So what I'm going to try this time is I'm going to use the step 2 part of these two different ones and see if that makes any difference, because I think they're meant to act like a bit of a sealer. So we've got... Oh, my hair's everywhere. We've got the Rimmel Provocalips one, we'll use that end, and we've got NYX Shine Loud, we'll use that end. And I'll leave the middle empty as a sort of control, and we'll just see if this does anything. So first up, I'm going to do Rimmel on this side. Ta-da! And NYX on this side. Alright, that's probably enough. I'm showing you over here because it might be easier to see, but both of them made the lipstick shinier. So I don't know if you can tell, in the middle it's more matte. This is the Rimmel, which has a little bit extra shine, and this is the NYX, which has a lot of extra shine. Like, it really works as a gloss. Ooh, I got some on my teeth because I did it. That's okay, it's gone. Okay, so we'll see how this goes, whether they actually work as a lip sealer or if they only... Well, the Rimmel I didn't have as much success with. It got it through singing, but didn't get it through food, I think, from memory. Whereas the NYX lasted through everything, and the only thing that started to take it off was when I had a hot cup of tea. So we'll see whether it works for other lipsticks as a sealer, or if it only works if combined with their original lipstick formula. While I'm here also, sorry, moving things around, something that I didn't review was how they smell. I gotta say, when I did put them on, I think it did change the feel of the Mermaid Salon, which doesn't get too dry, but I do think that these gave a bit more moisture underneath. So, you know, if you don't like the dryness, maybe it's worth a shot, although if you are someone who does have success with Mermaid Salon, adding this stuff could change how it works on you, and maybe it won't work as well, but oh, I can see I got a little bit of the red pencil on it, but yeah, I think this one didn't have so much smell. One of them did have a bit of a nicer smell. It might have been the MAC Prep and Prime, so let me get that back out. Yeah, this one's the one that smells better. Put some on my nose. It has a nice smell. Sort of like almost like candy, but not overly sweet. So I like the smell of that one. Whereas this one, the Nude by Nature, has more of that clean makeup smell. Almost like a powdery kind of a smell. So if you're interested in that. Now with the feel of these things over the top, it does change the feel. In the middle, the Mermaid Salon, that matte feeling, it's not the best, for me anyway. Like, especially when you put your lips together, you can feel the dryness there. But, I don't know, it's weird, because it doesn't feel super dry for me. I'm not that... I don't know, some people say that when they put these matte lipsticks on that they just dry out. But I can notice it the most when I put my lips together. Whereas with the glosses, they feel kind of like a little bit sticky, especially this side, the Rimmel side. The NYX side feels more comfortable at this stage. But anyway, that's putting all this stuff on. I will go about my day, eventually eat something, and we'll check back in and see how this did. Oh, what do you know? That actually made it worse, and that's all on my teeth as well. You can see in the middle where I didn't put any of that extra stuff on, it actually stuck better. So yeah, unfortunately, the sealer's not gonna work. But I wonder, that inside bit, it's doing better today, so I wonder if working on my lip care over a long while is helping. Maybe I'll take this all off, I'll put the black back on, and then I'll see how I go for the rest of the day, but I have a feeling it's just gonna be pretty shit. Sorry, let me pop this down here again. In the middle bit, I am still getting transfer though, so it's not really that much better. No, I think that might be the end of this test, to be honest, and I think that means I'm at the end of all my ideas for fixing black lipstick on my lips. Yeah, I will pop it back on and just see for the rest of the day, but I might not update this video if it's just more failure. If I come back, that'll be success. If this video just ends, then you'll know that it didn't go well. But yeah, those were my last ideas for getting the black to stick to me. All I have now is, if I want to wear black, I might have to ombre with something that sticks better, with a lip stain that goes underneath and doesn't look so weird when it starts coming off. I don't know. Black just doesn't want to live here. So maybe if I'm doing a performance, I could quick pop some on and it'll be okay, although quick when it's got such a thick applicator that makes it really hard. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a different brand of black would be better for me, even if just the applicator is better. Or maybe I did get a lip brush. I forgot about that. I did get a lip brush, so maybe I could use that with this instead. I don't know. But yeah, so I ate a banana this time and then used a tissue to just blot it, and it was all coming off. Like, even as I was eating the banana, it was a mess. Yeah, I want to see that. So yeah, disappointing. At least I have like one lipstick that works for me, the NYX Shine Loud, so I might just get it in whatever colors I can get. And I have like told their social media people, can you please do black, because there's a bunch of us who this stuff doesn't work for. Yeah, and like I would, if they came out with a black, I would buy it straight away because I trust this formulation. But yeah, with all the Goth brands, I don't know, like, is there any way to tell whether I'm going to have more success or not? I don't know, and that's just a frustrating thing I think about the makeup industry is, yeah, they don't pay attention to the actual skin type on your lips. They only think about it for the rest of your skin, for your foundation. Like, oh, if you have dry skin, use this. If you have oily skin, use that. That's it. For lips, they're just like, no, your lip shape or your lip color, your complexion, and here's how to match it. I'm like, I don't care. I just want something that sticks and will last through goddamn banana. So, either this video is ending now and it was all failure, or I might be back if the black sticks because I've been looking after my lips better lately. I don't know, we'll see. Here's a bye just in case though. Bye from my dirty fingers.